morning and happy Friday. We've made it to the weekend, and speaking of making it, Wisdom, I barely made it to the gas station.
But you did, and
I did. I called you. I was nervous. I was like, somebody's going to have to come get me, but I did make it. So
you made it.
Friday morning.
There you go. And we're here. That's the most important thing. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
This is true.
There you go. All right, and it looks like Mother Nature will give us quite a treat as well. After all, it is Friday. Let's get right to Tucker Barnes right now. Isn't that a nice sunrise right there? Gas Adventures?
Gas Adventures.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson. It took me 15 years, but I've learned my lesson.
Now you not filled up the car, but you filled up 14 extra gas tanks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, to my truck. I'm kidding. No, I'm not that irresponsible.
All right. Going into the weekend, guys. Beautiful sunrise out there this morning. Low to mid-70s across the area expected later today. And it should really be a nice afternoon. Maybe a sprinkle or a quick shower here as it takes lots of time. But really, most days we drive there. 54, yeah, it's cool, but it's not cold. Maybe we'll go with cold at Dallas, where it's 40 this morning. There are 46 guys. 50 up in Baltimore at 60 looking skyline. Nothing happening. Nice and quiet. Nice sprinkle out your front row early this morning. That's about it. And otherwise, nice and quiet. Still have that wiggly flow, so we can come in the market. Daytime highs back in the low 70s. And hey, it looks just like yesterday. Nothing happening. I do think as the day gets on here, we've got a little piece of energy coming in. We've got a few more clouds this afternoon than yesterday, and we could pick up a sprinkle or a shower. Here's guys start the morning, nice start to the day, and then by early afternoon, everybody's going to get some clouds and a few sprinkles to get the stuff that we really like, but it's possible you no big storms this afternoon. Expect to keep it quiet. We've got some good tools for the weekend now, but I can keep that first. 73. Winds up at north 5%. Really a very, very pleasant day with a couple spotty sleepers this afternoon. Weekend forecast that week coming up. It's over to Wisdom for Check on Roads. 3 beats go.
Green does mean go. BW Parkway, northbound, Maryland 197, except for unless green means go. I can't even say it, Tucker. Green means go unless you're in this area. Crash, blocking the right shoulder and left lane. Multiple vehicles involved in this crash, so steer clear of BW Parkway, northbound at Maryland 197. Also this morning, let's take a look at good old I-270, one of my favorite roads, southbound. Keep it moving. 27 minutes to go just a short distance. That's your traffic.
Now to our top story. The CDC has announced encouraging new guidance saying people fully vaccinated against COVID-19 can stop wearing masks most of the time, but those guidelines have also created some confusion.
And that's because they contradict local regulations. Fox 5's Melanie Alwick is here to break it down and tell us what it means for this area. Good morning, Melanie.
Mel, maybe we try to simplify this for some of the folks here who are confused. When should people continue to wear their masks? Okay, good to know, Mel, thank you. And keep it right here to Fox 5. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam and Montgomery County Health Officer Dr. Travis Gales will join us at 7 a.m. to share what this all means for our area.
6:06 is the time right now. A decision is expected today on whether crowd restrictions will be fully lifted at Nats Park. A waiver does take effect today that allows up to 36% of seats to be filled during the games. The team hopes the latest update from the mayor's office on lifting restrictions will pave the way for a full reopening of Nats Park by June 11th. The Nats face the Diamondbacks in Arizona tonight. Meanwhile, new 25% capacity limits at Capital One Arena will allow about 5,000 fans to attend each game. It's good news for the Caps as they begin the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs this weekend. They take on the Bruins tomorrow night at Capital One Arena.
Beginning today at 12:25, entry passes for the National Zoo will be available online. The zoo reopens next Friday, May 21st. There will be a limited number of guests allowed inside at once. Face coverings are required for anyone 2 years old and older. Speaking of Smithsonian Museums, though, the Museum of African American History and Culture reopens today. The Washington National Cathedral will open its doors to the public again today. It is the first time since the start of the pandemic. Masks and tickets are required for the cathedral's events. For now, tours of the cathedral and Sunday worship services are all closed.
Sources say the Colonial Pipeline paid hackers ransom to get back online. The Eastern European hacker group reportedly demanded nearly $5 million. It is still unclear if the amount was paid in full. Earlier this week, many outlets reported that the pipeline would not pay the ransom. President Biden did not provide any comments about the alleged payment, but other government officials say they are aware of that transaction. Meanwhile, panic buying at the pump might have led to this particular scene in Florida.
A Hummer burst into flames while someone was inside. The car had 4 large containers of gasoline in the back. One person was injured but refused medical treatment. Investigators are still trying to determine the exact cause. Closer home, scary moments caught on camera in Montgomery County.
Now take a look at this. A hand sanitizer is being blamed for this car fire that happened in Rockville. Now officials say the driver was using hand sanitizer all while smoking a cigarette. They say this is clearly a bad idea, especially in the unventilated place like a car. The driver suffered minor burns.
All right, 6:08 is your time. How about we take you outside here and hopefully give you a live look at something a little more pleasant. Oh, they play my song too. All right. Taking a live look at Gaithersburg this morning, enjoying the beautiful sunrise on this finally Friday. Tucker, not a bad day on tap, huh?
Yeah, but you ruined my flow with your live shot there. I was going to do this whole thing.
Oh, boy.
It's so good, man.
What?
Yeah. I was going to see what I was going to do. Put my graphic up and be like, hey guys, look, sun's up at 5:56 this morning. Setting tonight at 8:13, 14 hours and 17 minutes. And I can prove to you the sun is up because in my graphic, well,
I stole your thunder there.
Okay. Seen one sun, you see the
Oh, well,
right?
you know.
There it is, beautiful sunrise though, and where are we again? Gaithersburg, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. 54, 60 clouds out there, really. Winds up in north here at 5 miles per hour. That's one of the warmer spots. There's plenty of 40s across the area, so you might want the jacket early. But again, low humidity and feeling great here. It's going to be a really nice day, much like yesterday. It's going to be more clouds than yesterday. And there might be a sprinkler shower. Most of your days will be high and dry and in good shape. All right, new satellite picture. Just a whole lot of nothing happening. Satellite and radar both turned on, but they're not finding much. And it's nice and quiet. We have 3 clouds across the area. And I think particularly later this afternoon, got a little trough coming through. We'll see a few more clouds pick up. And there could be a quick moving shower or a sprinkle. Really big sprinkle this afternoon. That'll be about it. Most of the quiet. New York, Boston in great shape. You can see we got clear skies with thunder and it's a little high pressure here to the west. All right, isolated sprinkles mentioned this is a little trough, so more clouds this afternoon and high pressure, and see high pressure will give us a nice weekend. It's going to be well into the 70s both Saturday and Sunday. We mentioned today as well in the 70s. And that's what we can. Maybe a few showers around late today on Sunday. Saturday looks dry, and I think most of Sunday looks dry as well. All right, use planner. Good more clouds this afternoon with sprinkles, low 70s, daytime highs through Friday, and use weekend forecast. And tomorrow looks great. Tomorrow's about 76. Some late showers Sunday night, early Monday. More fun 74 on Sunday. Hey, Fox 5 Weather app, don't forget about it. Just a reminder, it's awesome. App Store, Google Play, get it today. Okay?
No. Don't look past me. This is your highlight of the day. 6:11 is the time. BW Parkway, northbound, Maryland 197. There's a crash on the right shoulder in the left lane. So, multiple vehicles are involved. Stay away from this area. That's your traffic.
All right, good, thank you. Memorial Day still a couple weeks away. With ongoing gas shortage making some people anxious about whether it will affect their travel plan. Fox 5's Bob Barnard is live with Rockwell with the latest on this. Bob, we're usually keeping a closer eye on the gas pump in the days leading up to Memorial Day, but 2 weeks, a little different this year.
What kind of traffic was that?
The kind you get when you don't pay for it.
Darren, it feels like it finally got cool for a second. Let's turn it off.
It's getting cold. I'll turn it back on.
No, if it's getting cold, you keep that thing on. It's the only air conditioner. It's been blowing out for hours.
Yeah, that was me yesterday, Bob. I know I know the feeling. Thank you. Well, this brings us to today's Fox 5 Live in Simple. We are asking, are you traveling this Memorial Day holiday? And the vast majority of you, 85%, saying no, you're staying home. We do want to hear from all of you. It's really easy to vote right now. Just go to fox5dc.com, look for the Instapoll section on the right-hand side. You can also easily download our free Fox 5 app.
Checking out other top stories this morning. 9 people shot in Providence, Rhode Island. Of those, 3 are in critical condition this morning. Police say dozens of shots were fired, and it appears to be centered around an ongoing feud between 2 groups. Police say it's likely the largest mass shooting in the city's history.
House Republicans today are expected to name New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik as Liz Cheney's replacement in GOP leadership. Stefanik would take the number 3 job among House Republicans after they voted to strip Cheney of her title this week. The 36-year-old ran as a moderate but now has the backing of former President Trump. President Biden is set to meet today with 6 people who benefited from the so-called Dreamer program that protects immigrants brought to the U.S. illegally as children. The Oval Office meeting will happen as the president presses Congress to codify the Obama-era policy instituted by executive action. An active duty Marine Corps officer now charged with assaulting a federal law enforcement officer during the Capitol riot. The suspect is 40-year-old Major Christopher Warnagris, who was stationed at Quantico Video shows he defied, pushed, and resisted Capitol Police to help other rioters break into the U.S. Capitol.
Well, today marks 1 week since 2-month-old Kion Jones was reported missing. His mother is the only person of interest in his disappearance. Fox 5 has learned that the search of a landfill related to the case is now over. D.C. Police Chief Robert Conti also says there is video showing Kion Jones' mother throwing items in the trash. The cyber attack targeting the D.C. Police Department appears to be even more extensive than originally thought. Fox News says hundreds of officers and other staff have been exposed by the criminal group trying to blackmail the district into paying the hackers. Today, the police union called on the Office of the Inspector General to conduct an investigation into the negotiations, which failed to prevent the release of that information.
Target is no longer selling Chrissy Teigen's cookware online as the star faces a cyberbullying scandal. The retailer says the decision was in the works for months before the allegation came out. Teigen is accused of harassing a reality star online 10 years ago, even reportedly telling the victim to die by suicide. Teigen publicly apologized for the bullying earlier this week and said that she did it for attention. And Target shoppers will have to go elsewhere if they want to buy Pokemon cards, at least temporarily.
The store chain says it is halting sales. Marissa joins us now with more on this story. Hey, Marissa.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember him talking about that actually, and it got a lot of traction. I hope. I mean, if they go up in price, it's great. I'd miss out on it. My mom made me throw out the cards.
You had Pokemon cards?
I had hundreds of them.
Oh, okay.
I know, you would never think.
Yeah.
Oh, see? Yeah. Really? Okay. Good to know. Marissa, thank you.
All right, let's get over to Tucker Barnes right now. Tucker, have you ever been into this Pokemon cards craze?
Wisdom, I was like 40 when they came out, so yeah.
I retract the question.
Tucker, age ain't nothing but a number. I mean, no.
Well, you're right, but at some point, if I told you about my Pokemon card experience, you get to be really creeped out, right?
That's well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I was in college, Wisdom. I was trading them with my friends. Come on, have a little fun. All right, People Sunrise, guys. Frederick looks fantastic. People Sunrise, 72-43 today. No, not 72-40. This is yesterday, pardon me. This is what we can look at the interception. Mostly 72. 72 was the number of the national. I want to mention we all got 70s yesterday. I was high at 70.